Here we go, guys. Got myself a box, returned my bag, and got a box. They didn't have a box again. It's a different bank too. But they made me a box. They took one of their used box and jammed it full of customer rolls. So, again, customer wrap rolls. Will we have better luck than last time? I hope so. I hope the quarters are just a little bit cleaner and not as beat up, but only time will tell. Let's get into it. Roll 3. We've got a strange one, folks. This one is really bizarre. I've never seen anything like it. It's almost looks like it was put in some acid, maybe. Not sure. Not sure if this is some kind of bizarre mint air. This looks like it's bent slightly, but it's not. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. Almost, in some cases, it looks like it's over greased, but almost looks like there might be some spray paint on top of it. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. I will set it aside just in case it might be something, but it just looks weird. Leave me a comment. Let me know what I should do with this guy. Roll 23. We have our first W. I was getting concerned. It's a lull. A little dirty, but we'll take it. This has just had a ton of sparklies. I think this is somebody that just wrapped up their collection and hucked it. I mean, this is, look at this Alaska. Looks like it came off the press yesterday. That's an 08. Even the rim is shiny. So it has tons of cool stuff in it. Just not the current stuff I'm looking for. Don't know if they tossed any silver or not, but I'll take that or another silver any day of the week. Roll 33. We've got another find. Do you see it? I didn't see it either till I flipped it over. You've got a colorized quarter. South Carolina, 2000. First painted coin I've gotten out of a rolled box. Pretty cool. Ooh. Alrighty, back to the hunt. Alrighty guys, the box is done. Time to go back to the bank and get another. 3 significant finds of the box. Is this weird? I don't know. I think it's painted. Now that I look at it again, I think someone might have spray painted it. It's got a slight bend to the one edge. Someone just tore up the quarter. I'm going to set it aside just to wait to see comments, see if anybody else has any better suggestion on what this might be. I'm guessing it's spray painted. There's nothing on the edge, but I'm thinking that might be what that is. It's weird though. Of course, we have our W quarter from Lowell and our first ever painted coin in North Carolina. It's a little beat up in some spots, but it's still our first painted coin, so we'll take it. Some other stuff, I guess. We found 3 2009s, a nice decent pile of 2010s, 2011, 2012s. Again, those are lower mintage, so I try to pull out the nicer examples of those. And then once I start getting close to a roll, I go through and make sure that they're truly nice examples, because some days I'm nicer than other days. And then we had just a ton of really nice quarters from the state quarters and the parks were just in really great shape. So I pulled them out. I'm going to compare them against what I have, make sure there's nothing to upgrade. I mean, like if you look at, I think I showed this during the video, but like this Alaska is just, this is from 2008, and it looks almost brand new. Of course, the We Are Farmers we expect to look good, but I mean this one, I've been pulling out these mirror finish ones, and just, I'm going to try to get myself a full tube of them. They did a really good job with the Weir Farm Denver Mint. And then I had even a nice variety of the 80s. This 188 here is really nice, and it has a little bit of like rainbow toning to it even. But it's got great luster to it still. Really good shape. So that was the finds of this box. I'm going to combine it with another box since, I mean, while this is great for me, I know that you guys are looking for this. We're looking for some W, some silver, maybe a variety. I did not find any varieties in this particular batch. So I'm going to grab another box and combine it, and I'll come back once I've got that box. Thanks for watching. Alrighty guys, I took my unofficial box back today, and we got a real bank box. It's nice. I was pretty happy to finally have a real bank box to go through. When I first opened it up, I was taking a look. I forget, there was something in here I was excited about. I don't see it now, but there was something that struck my fancy. I'm sure when I come across that ender, we can talk about it, but I don't see it right now. So we're going to jump into the hunt, and I'll be back with my first find. Roll 7. We're going to have our first find, and my guess is it's going to be a foreign. Look at the reading on that one, and look at the thickness. I don't know that I've found one this thick before. Ooh, it's heavy too. I believe this is from Thailand, but I will look it up and let you know at the wrap up. Roll 22. And we've got serious glare, so I'll pick her up. We've got a W and no privy, so it's going to be a 19. What do we got? A lol. First W of the box. I'll take it. Back into those rolls. Roll 35, I dumped it out, and right on top here is another W. It's got a privy, so it's a 20. What do we got? Salt River Bay. The elusive Salt River. Now that's my second one. Awesome. I will add it to the set, and we'll get back into the pile. Alrighty guys, last roll. I was thinking I was going crazy. Remember when we opened up this box, I said, there's an ender. I just can't find it. It's because it was the last roll, so it must have been tucked up. And the reason why I found it interesting is there's this really good Virgin Islands 09 that's in really nice shape. So that's what piqued my interest. Just wanted to fill you in. So we know we're going to have one find in this roll. So I'm going to get into it, and then we'll come back with a wrap up. That is, unless we find a W or something cool inside. Be right back. Alrighty guys, it's a wrap. That box is gone. We had a ton of 2009s. Look at that stack. I think there's 13 there. Not as many of the 10s, 11s, and 12s. We had some really nice 19s and 20s that I pulled out. I'm trying to get a full roll of each. And so I take out the nicest examples I can find. I do have some rolls of like Rockefellers, where I got some uncirculated bank boxes. But America Samoa and some of the other ones I don't have yet. So I've been trying to gather those. Again, had a ton of really nice examples of some of the state quarters and the national park quarters besides the most current 2 dates. So I pulled those out. Some of them I might save. Really, more or less, I'm going to check them against my book to see if there's anything special. And then our bigger finds are I looked up that foreign, the one foreign of the box. It was from Thailand. It was a 2008, and it was a 5-baht. It's copper nickel clad copper. Roma the 9th is the guy on the front, and they minted a little over 6 million of these guys. And this one is in really nice shape. They sell for a couple of bucks on eBay. In this condition, there's actually one up there for 15 bucks. Doesn't matter to me because he's going into my collection. So, and then of course, we had our 2W quarters. One from Lowell, 19, and one with a Privy, 2020 from Salt River Bay. So that's my second one of that. It was very elusive for the longest time, but I finally have it. I'm gonna have to go see. I know that I'm missing one. I don't know at this point which one I'm missing. I'll have to make note of that so that way I can make sure that you guys know where I am with my W's. I'm trying to make sure I get at least one of each. Would certainly love to have a roll of each. But appreciate you guys watching. I think I'm gonna go one more box on this video, since the nice finds were a little light, but man, there was a lot of great finds in here. I had a ton of fun. So I'll see you when I have another box. Alrighty guys, last box of the hunt. This will be box number 3. We did have some finds in box both 1 and 2, but wanted to kick things up a notch. So got myself some quarters here. Let's find out if they are circulated or old. Whoa. Annihilating this box. Got it glued down good. Man, this box does not want to be opened. Uh-oh. That is not good. That is definitely not good. I know these boxes tend to shift a bit, so I'm going to get this organized, and hopefully we are not missing a bunch of rolls. I'll be back with you in a minute. That is not looking good, though. Phew. Man, did you see the hole, the size of that hole? That was ridiculous. So these, I don't know if you guys are used to these particular bank boxes, but they are definitely too big for the quarters. The bankers always have a hard time counting them when I bring the rolls back, just because the coins shift around that much, and you could see the size of the hole that was in there. Looked like it was missing about 4 or 5 rolls, but got them sorted out, and we have a full box. Thank you, thank you. I don't see anything that's jumping out as amazing to me right now. So we're just gonna jump into it, and I'll be back with my first find. Alrighty guys, roll 5. We've got our first find. We've got a spitting horse. Put it over here on my scope. You'll see, it's got the die crack right here. So it looks like the horse is spitting. I actually grabbed one of the ones from my discard pile. If you put that under there, you can see what a normal one looks like. It doesn't have that line on it. So what you're looking for, if you're looking for the spitting horse, if you're looking for that die break, which comes out of the horse's mouth, and occasionally it will also come up here, and sometimes it doesn't go through the lettering. The further through the lettering it goes, the better it is. So this is actually a really nice example. So we'll set that aside, and we'll get back to the hunt. Roll 29. We have our first amazing find. I don't edge hunt, so until I picked it up and saw it, I didn't know what it was. But we've got ourselves a Denver minted 1964 silver quarter. There's silver in the box, folks. We'll add that to the board, and we'll get back to the hunt. Next roll. We've got ourselves another W. It's going to be a 19, no privy. And it's War in the Pacific. This one's still in pretty good shape. Alrighty, we'll put it up here next to our silver quarter and back into the hunt. Roll 37. Yeah, I know, it's just American Samoa, but I've already flipped it, so I know it's a W. This one's a little grungy. He's got some dirt on the front of him, some dirt on the rim here. But it's a W quarter, so it's being kept. I'm gonna go up here with my other one, and we'll get back to the hunt. Roll 46, we've got a doozy. This is a S-minted War in the Pacific, non-proof, which is not intended for circulation, which means someone bought this in a set, broke it up, tossed it back. So, pretty awesome. You don't find those, that's actually the third S not meant for circulation that I found in quarters, but that one's a 19, so it's pretty ridiculous. Amazing find. Alrighty guys, it's time to wrap box 3. As you can see, a bunch of shinies in this box. I was pretty stoked with the results. We ended up with a nice pile of 09s, a smaller pile of the 10, 11, and then 12. We had some nice 19s and 20s. I've been trying to pull out some of the better examples. I'm trying to get a full roll of each. So anytime I find some really nice ones that aren't too circulated, I try to pull them out, and I'm going to try to create the best of the best, a roll of each. I believe the Rockefeller is the only one I was able to pull out in a full uncirculated roll so far. I'm still waiting to find my first prairies. Haven't seen those yet. I'm really hoping to snag a full box of uncirculated, but haven't even seen one yet. We ended up with 2 spitting horses. One of them is a great example. The other one is pretty close to standard. And then we had a bunch of really nice state and state park quarters that I'm going to check against my book. Make sure that there's nothing there that is going to allow me to upgrade. And then the stars of the show. We had this not made for circulation, War in the Pacific, San Francisco minted coin. We had 2020 and a 2019 W, the Samoa in the Pacific, and then the real star of the show, silver. And if you haven't seen this book already, which I think I've shown it once before, the Washington quarters, the silver ones. One-handed is tough to do this. And you can see I'm missing a couple. Actually, I only found one so far because this book is exclusively for coin roll hunting. So we are going to take this 64D and add it to our book. And with that, I've actually also marked when I found it, so I'm going to start doing that so that way this book, we'll see how long it takes. I forgot to mark the first one, so I'll have to go back and get the date of when I found that in the box. I believe there's one more that I did not add to this book. I have to double check. But again, this book is exclusively for coin roll hunted silvers, whereas my nicer ones are going to go in a different book, whether they were found or purchased. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe if you have not already, and we'll catch you on the next hunt.